This is how I know that racism is literally just jealousy. Because if you don't like a group of people, if you don't like someone or something, you leave it alone. You leave them alone because if you don't like something or someone, you avoid them. But the thing with racists, or especially anti-black racists, they do not leave us the fuck alone. Like, how can you claim to hate black people yet be obsessed with them and be involved in everything they do? Anti-black racists literally claim to hate black people yet will literally not leave them alone. And you can see this with history. You can see this with segregation era when black people were actually thriving on their own and yet white people destroyed their communities. It's just like, how can you claim to hate us yet want to be us and be so obsessed with us and our culture? You try to make us look bad. You come up with these crazy ass slurs to call us. There is just so much anti-blackness throughout America's conception that I literally could make like not even 2 hours. Like, I could be ranting about this forever. It's honestly just insane how you claim to hate us, yet you are literally obsessed with us. We live in your head rent-free. Jealousy is a disease.
I don't really like how y'all are saying black people are causing a further divide by not wanting to protest and using election results to protest. When were we ever together? Like, I feel like black people and other minorities calling out black people for not wanting to protest and implying that they're pushing for this divide is the same as a white person going, you're the problem for remembering racism. I feel it's the same thing. It was never, we didn't create this problem. Black people did not create this problem. I also don't find anything wrong with using a majority vote to create a point. When it comes to white people speak on it all the time. It's almost safe to assume that all white people are racist because of how many you come across that are racist. You will come across a racist white person more often than not. So it's safe to assume to criticize white people due to that. If anything, I think y'all need to be focusing on trying to get the point to people who voted for Trump. Not only that, I think you should be focusing on other people that voted for Kamala, like, I don't know, white people. That's who you need at your protest. Soon as you add a bunch of black people to your protest, all hoopla gonna break loose. I'm telling you, they do not like the peaceful protest when it comes to black people being involved. It's gonna get real violent real fast. Trump is ready to use the military against his people. I actually don't want my people out there. Call on the whites. They have the privilege in this country to make a difference. Call on them. There are white liberals out there. Call on them. Stop trying to hold black people accountable to this. We're not the problem. We're literally at the bottom of the barrel. And like, I hear people talk about this all the time. I feel like I've made this point before of how people have proven that we're at the bottom of the barrel every single time. But it's just always expected that we be the most courageous and help everybody out. I think it's okay for black people to finally be selfish. Yeah, I'm cool with that. If that means more of my people come out at the end, I'm cool with that. Like, I just seen a video of a dude who was like, during BLM, all these rappers spoke out, and he named like 4 or 5 rappers. And I'm like, aren't they all black? He was like, during BLM, all these rappers spoke out, and now they're not saying anything, basically implying that they said something because it benefited them. It's this rapper I know. What's he, from Texas? He love to say the N-word. Why you not talking to him? That be the issue I have right there. Like, I feel like y'all hold the wrong people accountable and then make the wrong people the problem. Black people are not the problem for not wanting to protest. Quite literally, minorities voting for Trump is the actual issue. So as far as like causing a divide, if anybody is causing a divide, it's minorities fussing at black people and other black people fussing at black people because they don't want to protest. That's what's causing a further divide, if there is a piece of a divide or a piece of divide to even give anymore. Like, I've already felt like we were completely divided already. I never felt like we were unified. So I hate when people are like, oh, you're pushing further into the divide. What are you talking about? People of color and black people have never been together. It's never been a together group. So I'm just trying to figure out.
I live in a predominantly white area, and as I was walking to the shop this morning, I experienced what I would call a racist or potentially Islamophobic situation because I was wearing a headscarf. So I was walking to the shop to get my morning latte drink. I was minding my business. I see a dad and his daughter. It looked like he was taking her to school. We were the only ones on the road. And as I said, I'm just minding my business. He starts barking at me. The dad starts barking at me. I turn around because I know it's them because they're the only one on the street. And he's going like this, and his daughter's just like looking at me, laughing and pointing. And honestly, I felt sorry for the daughter. Why? Because at her age, my dad was showing me the world globe and saying, Amy, what country is this? What country is that? How many continents did we have? That's what I was learning at her age, whereas her dad is teaching her racism and Islamophobia. She's already set up for failure, essentially. The old me would have crossed the road and dealt with that man very nicely. But I just felt like, why am I going to allow him to impact my energy? In fact, I'm going to turn this into a video. Let's channel that energy into something positive. And respectfully, who even is he? Do you know what I mean? He's just a piece of trash on the street. Sorry, that was rude. If that's what you're teaching your daughter, it's pretty pathetic. Like, you could be walking with your daughter to school. Like, these are key years. Like, your daughter's a young one. You could be teaching her about whatever it is. But you're teaching her racism. You know, you're teaching her that it's fine to laugh at black women in the street who are just minding their business. Literally, I was just literally on my phone walking past. And what annoys me about some white people is that they say that they don't care about us, but they cannot leave us alone. They cannot leave us alone when we're just minding our business. I promise you, I don't pay attention to things that I don't care about. So I don't understand why me just being on my phone, like, what is it about my energy that literally what is it in me, the light in me, that triggers a white man to start barking like a dog? It brings out this animalistic side. I should have told him to get on his knees and bark properly for me. But I just felt like, do you know what? I was on my phone. I was working on Q1 for next year. And I just felt like I'm not even going to be living in this area in 20 years' time. But I bet he will. And probably his daughter too. Because when your dad could have been teaching you real stuff, he's teaching you racism. And this isn't even the only situation that happened in the last week. I had another situation. I was also wearing a headscarf and I was also going to the shop to get my latte drink. Maybe I need to stop doing that. And it's late at night. There's 3 white men in a car, young 20s, and they see me. They get the car, they get their van, and they swerve into me, and I'm just thinking, leave me the hell alone. I don't know what it is. I don't know what in the EDL is happening, but I have noticed since there's been all this racial tension online, which is manufactured by our governments to create this divide. But because I live in a predominantly white area, I'm now noticing these things play out in real life. And honestly, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe because I don't bother white people. You stay over there, I stay over there, I'm fine. You live your life, I live my life, I'm fine. Just let me live. Just let me live, please. This ain't slavery times. But they just don't want to let us live. They don't. I'm minding my business. Why can I not walk to the shop without a man barking at me? Why? What brings out that animalistic side of you to bark? In fact, get on your fucking knees. No, let me calm down. So yeah, I was in the middle of working on Q1 for next year, and I just thought, we're not even the fucking same. Let me just chill let me turn this into a video and let me transmute that energy, because the old me would have gone across the road and dealt with that man. I don't care, big, tall, man, woman, I don't care who you are, I don't care if your daughter's there, but that's not me. And I'm not gonna let people drag me out of character just because they are so unhappy with their lives. They want to bring anyone they can to their level. And then the situation with the car trying to swerve into me, like, leave me alone, leave black women alone, white people, leave us alone. Like, this literally makes me emotional. Like, leave us the hell alone. I ain't checking for you, don't be checking for me, just let me live.
What's up, family? It's your man, not your boy, Caribbean Connected. And like the video, guys, subscribe. You know, guys, nowadays, if you go on TikTok, social media, nowadays there are a lot of things happening there. And guys, I would like guys to update you all the time. So, guys, if it's your first time, once again, like the video, subscribe. You know, guys, nowadays there are a lot of people who are talking on both sides, white people and black people. White people, they're saying that, hey, black people, we need you, don't run away, we need you, be on our side. Whereas on the other side, black people, they're saying that, leave us alone. So guys, your opinion matters. Please, guys, share with us, guys, your opinion. You know, guys, this reminds me last time, and Latinos, when they face a lot of deportation, a lot of Latinos, some Latinos, they come out on internet, like talking to black people, and they were asking for help. And this actually guys told me that the Latinos, they were only asking help for black people. Latinos, they come out on TikTok, they are talking, they are asking for help for black people. Whereas in America, there are so many communities. There's Arab community, there's Asian community, there is a like Asian. So guys, Latinos know that they're still calling for black people to ask like for help. And you know, guys, what black people give them answers, give them a good answer. Hey, listen, we black people, we are tired. We have our own problems. So Latinos, do your things. That's what they say. We black people, we are suffering so many years, like centuries. Now we have our own problems. So you Latinos, it's time to support yourself. And you know what, Latinos, knowing that they were still they were still asking help for black people. Hey, black people, support us. And because Latinos, they're not calling Arabs, they're not calling Asians, but they're saying black people support us, black people help us. And you know what? Black people give them answer. Hey, listen, we have our own problems. And that's what they said. And you know, guys, sometimes guys being black, guys can be privileged. Actually, guys, my experience. Guys, I was in Turkey. Sometimes, guys, if you go to like small towns in Turkey or somewhere like where there are no black people, guys, you stand out. People want to see you. They want to talk to you. They want to take photo with you. As well as last time, and I remember when this guy was in Bahamas. And I remember he was making video about like Bahamas nightlife, and he was like, guys, he got so disappointed because guys he went out with a girl, and guys he got so disappointed. And that's when guys he said, guys, a very good word. He said very good word. He said, when you're a black person, go to a places where you stand out. He said that. And he said, if you go to a place where there are too many black people, it flips you over and everybody think you are local. Let's say today if you go to Bahamas as a black guy, people think you are local. So if you go to Barbados, you are local. Although you are from American. But guys, if you go to places where you stand out, guys, that's when guys you feel the privilege of being black. Yeah. So guys, if you're facing racism in some country, go to other countries. There are some countries where they like black people, some countries where they see black people. So guys, it's Caribbean Connected. If it's your first time once again, it's Caribbean Connected. Like the video, guys, subscribe. Here guys, I share our own stories from the Caribbean to Africa, from black stories, wherever you are from, wherever you are from, Canada, UK, United States, whatever. Welcome here. Like the video, guys, subscribe, guys. Thanks so much.